Andy Singleton from VibeStation, presenting some ideas from our AI scan release. I heard a lot of people complaining that AI doesn't work very well, and I totally sympathize with that. But imagine if you're from the web3 world, or even worse, from the DeFi world. So there's about 1 billion people who love and use AI, and probably only about 2 million that use web3. So that's where all the new users are. There's probably 10 or 100 million coming in with stable coins, people who are going to get stablecoin payments. So that's really the overlap, that agents and AI will probably use stablecoins for payments. But in order to bring this sort of weird blockchain world to actual humans, we have to go through these AI user interfaces. And so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to make a unified user interface that can use any part of Web3. And you can see that over there, how we might do that on the right side diagram. We could build a block explorer for AI. So humans use block explorers to interact directly with smart contracts. We can describe our smart contracts to this type of block explorer, AI scan. The problem is that we're going to end up with actually thousands of smart contracts. And this is a generic problem in AI, that we are gaining power in AI by giving AI thousands. I saw somebody who dumped a pack of 10,000 tools this morning. So we're giving them tools to sort of use everything in the computing world. But if you actually ask the AI to do that, you'll find that it gets confused at about 10 tools. So that's a problem for everybody here in this room. And there's a couple ways to solve this problem. One way is, you see the vibe-coded UI there, over there on the right. That's what happens when you give the boss one of these vibe coding tools. I used to be a good programmer. Fortunately, you can effectively use this tool to describe your smart contracts in your protocol and create a bundle of tools and prompts. And that is the same thing that we do with agents. So it's essentially an app model of the world, that we're going to create these apps that are AI experiences instead of web experiences. You can link over to the Vibe client, the AI client, which will pick up that bundle, and then you can do something useful. Over time, it'll switch and get you to the right bundle for the right task. So that's one way of looking at a quilt of agents. It's a bunch of bundles that humans make. And that's sort of the first step in this process. And humans make them, humans share them, humans can fork them. That's where we are. That's what we mean by agents. We're creating these really limited bundles. What we're going to see over the next year is automation of that, where the AI actually selects the tools and the AI renders apps on demand. We already see this with artifacts and things like that. And then we're going to do the sharing at the end. We're going to save these. We're going to wipe out the vibe coding industry, right? Because then we'll vibe code from that point, and we'll put them out for discovery. We really have to solve 3 problems, and I think we will solve these problems over the next year to do this. Discovery, so where are they? I agree with the people who said that's not a hard problem. Computers can find almost anything. The problem is you discovered 10,000 tools. Now you have to select the right ones at the right time. There's a lot of ways to do this. There's the human way. There's training models to do it. I actually think that's pretty important. We're working on that. And then finally, self-generating apps. We just wiped out the whole app industry because our AI can discover and use apps. We're going to rebuild them for the AI. It's actually going to spit out agents and refine those. So that's why I'm here, to get these 3 things to happen. Thanks.